In my time here on YouTube, I have done a handful of things like create videos on Super Auto Pets, on Ocarina of Time mods, on Hearthstone gameplay with my brother. I made an Enter the Gungeon tier list of enemies. That was actually planned to be my first video ever for YouTube, but it got put on the back burner like a lot of projects I do. I made an entire Tears of the Kingdom playthrough, which was a lot of fun, but to be honest, it kind of took away something from the game, at least for me, because it's such an exploratory game. You get on, you explore, and you like find things, and it's hard to make a series out of that because there's so much walking around, and I don't want to say you're doing the same thing over and over again, because it's fun for me to go hack up bokoblins each time I see them, but it's not that engaging. I made videos of my real life where I made these diss tracks on my friend. They were not meant to be posted publicly, but my friend was like, yo, why didn't you post them publicly? Because that's going to be on your channel. I'm like, yeah, but it's me, like, in real life. And they're like, well, it doesn't matter, whatever, post it. I want to be able to go back to it in time. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I posted it. I made videos on this game, Legend Maker, which I have kind of, I don't want to say I've fallen out of it, but I've stopped looking at it as much as I used to. And that's kind of on me. I really love that game. I love the idea of that game. And I just, it's hard to make videos on that because so much work goes into like making the dungeon. Maybe I could just like make a video of me making the dungeon, and that could be interesting. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. You know what? I think I will do that, actually. That's a good idea. All through these videos, I have amassed 137 subscribers, which is pretty good. And one of the things I did to earn a lot of subscribers, which was cool for me, was streaming. When I did my first 24-hour stream, I made posts like 5 days before with this little skeleton putting up his hand, and each day he would put down a finger until he had one finger left, and that's 24 hours left until the stream. And I don't know if that affected the algorithm at all, or if it did anything in the first place, but I gained a ton of subscribers. I gained like 12 or whatever, 13, I can't really remember the number, but it was so many, because it was like 10%, close to 10% of like all the ones I've ever had over the entire year plus of me making videos. And dude, if it took me like 24 hours to get plus however many percent, dude, that's a lot. So I said, I'm gonna do it again with the new Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom, and then I got +2. Progress. But I was thinking, what if I did something really crazy? What if I did something more than 24 hours? Question mark? I was talking with my wife about the idea of doing 72 hours straight. I know, it's crazy. It's a crazy thought to do 72 hours of what? What are you going to do 72 hours? It's so long. 3 days? Can you even do that? Okay, actually, I was talking with my wife about it, and this is me from like the future. She does not like the idea of 72 hours. It makes sense that she wouldn't like that. So turns out, not gonna do that. Just yet. We're gonna start off with something smaller, 48 hours straight, which is still quite a challenge. You know, we've done the 24. Now it's up for the. I felt like I could have done the 48. It would have been. I'm using air quotes here. You can't see me, but easy. But 72. Now that would have been quite a challenge. That's 3 days straight, right? Staying awake, looking at a screen, monitoring a chat, and doing whatever, right? The last time I did the streams, they bugged out, and I lost control of chat moderation because I don't know, it just didn't let me edit, it didn't let me delete messages. It signed me out, even though I was still streaming, so that was weird. But luckily, nobody knew that, so they didn't type any hugabaloos in the chat. This time, I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna stream for probably, you know, it's just like so weird though, right? Because if I'm streaming and it says 72-hour stream or 48-hour stream or whatever one I'm gonna do is, it's gonna say, oh, but he's been streaming for like 2 hours, and it's only gonna go that high. You know, I want the number to be, I want big number, make man happy. That's what I'm aiming for. Anyways, I'm gonna wait until one of those days. It'll probably be in December when I do this 48-hour stream. I wanted to do it earlier, but the problem is I have a job, and I can't like just do it on Friday, Saturday, right? It would be 2 days straight, and then what? I'm gonna work the next day. There's just no way. There's no way. I remember the way I felt with 24 hours. I was beat. When I had like 6 hours left, I had already been awake that day beforehand, and that was grueling. That was tough. That was more than 24 hours. I think I stayed up a total of 32 hours. And so yeah. I'll let you guys know probably in some posts when I'm gonna do the stream. But other than that, stay tuned for what it's gonna be. What am I gonna do in the stream? Probably just play Zelda games again. Probably just do that. Probably not gonna do Echoes of Wisdom. We already have the entire 24 or whatever. You want to see me play that? It's on my channel in hour-long clips of me staying up for 24 hours straight. And in the background, you can see here, this is when I was at the Zora's place. So, anyways, have a great day or night wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching this. Subscribe, like the video, share it, spread the word around. 48 hours coming soon. 72 hours coming later. Peace off.